Hey, good morning. Meet Tina here. Good morning, everyone. Today is July 21st. So it has been about 9.5 months now since my COVID pneumonia. So anyway, on my journey here, on my videos, I always shares about my experience and my journey of what's going on with me. And I am one of those long haulers who have struggled so much with all kinds of different symptoms. If you listen from the beginning of my videos, since I think I started doing my video about a couple months after I came out from the hospital. I mean, I was feeling so horrible. I couldn't find any information, about post-COVID recovery, how's the best way to heal myself. And this is one of the reasons I decided to do this YouTube, just to share my experience, and perhaps if I have whatever I have done to make myself feel better or recover, I would like to be able to share with everyone who have come across my video here. Okay, so first of all, thank you for watching my video. And I always kind of forget to say that, but if you want to kind of follow my journey, please go ahead and just subscribe, click like, or just post comment, whatever, because you guys have been a great support to me. So anyway, before I start to share more of my experience and journey, just wanted to kind of put that disclaimer that I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any kind of medical advice. I'm just sharing what's going on with me. Okay, because as we all know, we're not allowed to be like, even as a doctor, in medical profession, you're not supposed to be sort of sharing medical advice. Go to your own doctors if you have any problem, okay? But hopefully some of the stuff that I share, it may be useful to you, okay? So first of all, it has been about 9.5 months now. I was in a hospital. For those of you, just quickly, brief story about myself, background, my post-COVID journey. I was in the hospital for 15 days for a double bilateral pneumonia, and I almost died. And I was on a lot of steroid, and especially one of them. There's different types of steroid they give it to me, but one of them was prednisone, which is very, very strong. I think it was like 50-60 milligrams that I was taking for 3 months, and I just begin to understand why I'm going through what I have been going through. Like with all the, I got all the symptoms except the loss of smell and taste. But pretty much everything that most people have, I have all of those, to the degree. The worst is fatigue, hard to breathe, my heart palpitation. And one of the symptoms that I'm still struggling and I have been trying to heal myself is my stomach. I never have a stomach issue. I never have digestive issue ever in my life before COVID. I am someone who's very healthy, athletic. So when I took the steroid, I began to understand that steroids sort of raised my insulin kind of high in the hospital, like 260, and they have to give me insulin shot, which I never had that before because mine was always perfect prior to COVID. So that saved my life. However, it kicks everything out it put everything in chaos with my blood system and everything. It triggers my serotonin and not serotonin. God, I forgot. Just went off my mind. But anyway, it's triggered my cortisol, adrenal gland. That's what it is, adrenal gland, and my cortisol just went high. I went through a lot of anxiety, and I've also have a lot of swelling, inflammation, bloated. I went from 135 pounds to 100 and, believe it or not, 190 pounds in just 4 or 5 months. And that was crazy, because I was always fit and athletic. So anyway, and I think that could also be one of the reasons why my stomach was bloating a lot, because I was consuming food that may not be digesting due to a lot of inflammation from all these drugs post-COVID. And I think that happened to a lot of people. So in the past few months, my bloating has gotten worse, my stomach. I've been having all these symptoms. So I'm going to show you, on the whiteboard here that I have written down, all the symptoms that I have been experiencing, which is like horrible. But I also just discovered on Facebook page, the COVID support group, that a lot of people also have the same symptom as I did. I mean, I have. So I'm gonna zoom in really close here. I'm just gonna show you, and this is what many long haulers do have that, and it does make sense because if you have this inflammation that caused from cortisone, if you were giving this, if you had pneumonia and you were in the hospital, you were giving this high dosage of prednisone or any kind of steroid and all kinds of antibiotics like I did, you may have experienced and suffer from all these symptoms. And it stayed in my body for a long time from the beginning, of my hospitalization. Okay, so here you go. Definitely around the gut, GI, and bowel movement issue, I have all of those. Okay, and I never ever had this problem before COVID in my life. Always been healthy because I work out a lot. So the bloating is huge, swelling, I feel it all over, and my stomach will look like a 9 months pregnant from the beginning of, when I came out from the hospital. Extreme discomfort, and it felt worse at night, especially I'm trying to lay in bed. It's very hard to lay in bed because I just feel like all this balloon or gas just feel inside my stomach and push it up to my sternum, and it's very hard to breathe. And especially after eating, even just like a first meal, breakfast, even if I take just a few bites or just one coffee drink, I would feel my stomach would expand like after 20 minutes, and it would be like so tight. Shortness of breath, that's for sure. It'd be like I start to like, trying to, breathe deep, and it's very hard. I mean, it just kind of gets stuck right around below the stomach, the upper stomach area. Diarrhea and constipation. Yes, it goes back and forth between these two. It's either I'll have diarrhea or constipation, mostly a lot of constipation. Again, I never been one who had this problem. I've always been regular. Burping, belching, this is constant. And it's actually way too much and too abnormal. I'll tell you that if I would count it, it'd probably be over 1,000 burps a day. I'm not kidding you. Nausea and dizziness, and I think some people maybe feel like want to vomit too, which I feel that as well. Nausea, I feel quite a bit. Okay. Indigestion, yes. I mean, you just feel like, oh my God, it's just so tight in there. Just feel of air. You can feel like air inside. It just like, I cannot even sucked in, and then trying to make my stomach look smaller. Impossible. Okay, so now these are the symptoms that I have, and it's just been extremely uncomfortable, and it gets worse each month. And finally, I have to give a credit to one of my friend, a client. She referred me to this Chinese doctor. I mean, I've gone to him for a time. However, what I got from him is that he told me about my allergic reaction or my allergies to steroid and also to the food that I have eaten. So I came home and kind of put two and two together, like, gee, that kind of makes sense. I may be allergic to all this food. At the same time, maybe my food hasn't been, because everything is not working properly, my whole system. And due to the inflammation from the steroid that's caused, to trigger my adrenal to go out of whack, as well as cortisol to go out of whack. And that's when I have a lot of inflammation and everything just inflamed, even the internal organs in my body and including my stomach. I have listened to a few doctors online on YouTube. One of them is Dr. Bergs, and another one, I forgot his name, but I'm going to post the links to their video and you guys listen to it. And it's going to make sense to you. This is for those who have this symptom. Please watch those videos that I'm going to post. And that's going to make total sense to you if you have all this gone through all this problem with cortisone, and even if those who don't never have COVID before but been taking steroids, this would help also. Okay, so after I watched all this video, I just came into realization that I need to kind of reduce my inflammation. But in the beginning of my COVID hospitalization on inflammation in my lung, I had to take a lot of steroid because it's the only way to reduce my inflammation at the time in the quicker speed. Well, not really quick. It's about 3-4 months, and even up until now, I still, have inflammation. I can see it in my face. I can feel it in my body. I even told my friends and family that I felt like my lymph node is not draining out everything because I just look swell up. So anyway, after watching those videos when those doctors they talk about intermittent fasting into the state of autophagy, which is called a cell cleaning process. So it will start cleaning up the body, eats all the junks that's remain in the body, eats all the fat, and it's help with reducing inflammation. So I start doing that intermittent fasting, and in the beginning it's kind of hard, but now I'm on it for 3-4 weeks now, and I noticed that my inflammation kind of went down. I actually lost some weight too, so this is going to be my journey. Now there are 2 things that I do too besides intermittent fasting, is to still walk quite a bit, walk daily, and because that's kind of help with my lungs. And the last thing is the stomach massage and chest massage, but it's going to be a full body massage. That's what I get, the whole back and the whole front massage. I know the spa, they don't allow to do the massage in the front in the United States. It's not allowed because of all the sexual harassment problem issue and lawsuit. But since I know my therapist real well, I asked her to do that, and I'll tell you, it makes a huge difference. My stomach went down quite a bit. So anyway, this is just what I wanted to share briefly in this video. On next video, I'm going to share with you in detail about my recovery process with intermittent fasting and what kind of food I eat, the kind of massage. I'm still gonna have to show you guys how to do stomach massage since I'm a therapist myself. That way you can actually help with your family members or friends, if you want to. I'm not here to kind of teach you how to, but whatever we can help, I think it's kind of great, to be supportive with each other. And what's the walking you can do yourself. That's easy. I don't need to kind of show you how to do that. All right. So anyway, that's the end of this video, and I actually have to tell you that I feel so much better these past few weeks, and I feel like there's less gas and air in my stomach. And if this video, it's useful to you, please share with other people. You can click like, click comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it very much, and thank you. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.